Pretty stout tobacco. Hey, fellas and ladies, dogs and cats, anybody, anything that's watching? How you doing? Smoking some Old Joe Krantz. And a retro hell is rough with this thing. The whole, to do the whole pull, as a retro hell. As a retro hell. Retro hell. It's a bit rough. It's a good tobacco, though. It is a good tobacco. I didn't know anything about it. Got this Old Joe Krantz PT. Got it from my man PT Daily. PT Daily's the man. Thank you very much, brother. Mm-hmm. You guessed it. Meer Monday. This is an estate pipe that I got, and it was pretty much this dark when I got it. I cleaned it up a bit. I blackened around the rim, quite a bit, but this is the one that it had a plastic stem on it. Like, it was straight up plastic. It wasn't even acrylic. It had the seam down it, and it was terrible. It was just real floppy, loose stem. I sent it to, this was like 2 years ago. I sent it down at Briarville, down there at Rick, and he put a new stem on it and sent it back. So yeah, it's a golden horn. I don't know, golden horn. I don't think it was an expensive pipe. It could have been. I don't know. It's a nice pipe. I've got some Old Joe Krantz in it by Cornell and Deal. Let me see if I can show you. So the way I understand it, this is Haunted Bookshop with a sledgehammer. Cornell and Deal, the manufacturer, it's blended by Bob Ranowski. Same, does a lot of blends. Blended Haunted Bookshop, but I read a little note. It said that he was reading, after he made Haunted Bookshop, he was reading reviews about Haunted Bookshop, or after he mixed Haunted Bookshop, and somebody that he liked and respected said, that he liked a little bit more Red Virginia. He would like to see a little bit more Red Virginia in the Haunted Bookshop. And Bob was like, well, I like this guy and I respect him. And so he didn't change Haunted Bookshop, but he made a new blend. So it is Burley based. It is Burley based. It's got Burley, Perique, and Red Virginia in it. No flavoring. And it is a coarse cut and a ribbon cut, it says. You can totally see the ribbon. I don't know, of course. I don't want it to come out, but so I don't know how it comes. Again, this is a sample that I got from PT Daily. So I don't know how it comes in the tin, or I think you can buy it in bulk. but it's it's perfect right now to smoke. I mean, it packs nice. You know, it burns. It is really good to smoke right now. The moisture level smokes perfect. But it is a stout smoke though. I mean, it is not for the faint of heart. Gotta run one of these through there. You hear it? Even when I'm smoking by myself, I don't like it to make a whole bunch of noise. Did I already say Meerschaum Monday, or did I just say this is my Meerschaum? Meerschaum Monday. Housekeeping? Doc. Mm. Yep. Okay. So, while organizing my shop, I found a lot of things, and I threw a lot of things. I threw a lot of things away. Just get it out of here. I'm done with it. Don't even want nothing to do with it. Repurposed a couple of things, but mainly just threw everything away. And going through some of the stuff, I found a magazine that I've had forever. At one point I thought I was into NASCAR. I thought I was into NASCAR. I am not into NASCAR. I don't care about it. I don't really care about sports or anything anymore. I used to watch a bit of college basketball. My son plays football in school, and that's fantastic. I love going to that. That's not a huge football fan, but I love to watch him play football. It's pretty cool. But anyways, so I found this magazine, and it's from 2011, February 26th, or 2001. I'm sorry. But it's when Dale Earnhardt died. The death of a champion. 2001. But it did a spread, I think a 6 page spread on here. But I sure hated to throw this thing away. I didn't know what to do with it. Does anybody care about this? I don't know anybody. I mean, I could think of maybe a few people, but no, I don't really think I can around here that would want this. That would appreciate this. Anyway, I don't know. Sports Illustrated. I mean, the whole magazine's not about Dale Earnhardt, and it does a little bit on the crash, and then, kind of it talks about him. I didn't read it. I don't even know how I got this thing, but I found it. And I was like, hey, that's interesting. So if anybody cares anything about NASCAR, let me know. Maybe we could get it out. I thought that if somebody appreciated that kind of stuff, I don't know. Hit me up. Let's talk turkey. I don't know. I know what hit me up means, but I have no idea what let's talk turkey means. I think I've heard that before. Well, I'm going to turn some tampers. I'm going to get going on that. I got 4 tampers that I got to turn for somebody. My shop, I just now got the shop going. It's been a mess for a couple weeks now. It's been crazy with the weather because I'd had to pull stuff out and then bring it back in, pull stuff out to thin out the herd, so to speak, and then, but it's been raining, which I'm not complaining about. The Lord, that's a blessing. That is a sign of blessing on us. The Lord sees fit to make it rain. I got no problem with that. May His will be done. But so it's taken a little bit, and it's still not complete, but it's complete enough to where I can get going on some stuff. So that's where I'm headed. That's what I'm going to be doing here in a second. Just thought I'd pop in and say Meer Monday and tell you a little bit about Old Joe Krantz. I thought that was a pretty neat story. Well, story. I think he said he named it after his his father. Don't remember. Thought I'd share a story that I don't remember. Whatever. I did find a box that I had full of like wood scraps, but really old oak. Like there was this guy that gave me some barn wood, and his uncle helped mill the wood to put up the barn. And this guy was like 50, 55 or something when he gave it to me. And that was, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago. No, not that long ago. Maybe 7 years ago. Anyway, so this wood could, it's 60, 70 years old when it was milled, probably. So it's some old oak. Maybe some red oak. I'm not sure what it is. But got some old oak, some walnut. I'm thinking about turning some tampers out of that oak. That would be cool, but that oak, it's so hard though, and it's got a tendency to want to shear off, in chunks and splinters. So you gotta go really slow with it. Take your time. Keep your knife sharp, and just be really careful. So I don't know. Thinking about it, I will try it, but I don't know if I had the patience to keep trying it if I fell many times. Anyway, yeah, Old Joe Krantz. If you ain't never tried it, give it a shot. If you got the business to try it. It's pretty stout stuff. It's really good. Yeah, and let me know about that Dale Earnhardt thing. If anybody's interested in Dale Earnhardt, again, it's not necessarily like about the death of Dale Earnhardt. That's what spurred it. It's more of like it says the death of a champion, but it seems to be more like just kind of like a highlight and an honoring, of the driver. I don't know, maybe I should have read it so I could talk a little bit about it, but I really didn't care enough to read it. If nobody wants it, I'll just pitch it. That's fine. No big deal. Okay, Bearded Tamper signing off. I'm going to push the button.